Hello everybody, welcome to my tutorial about a Shaderball set which I made. It's Fabio Ciliberti here. I'm going to show you how it works. At first, the set is made by 8 scenes. Everyone has been calibrated for a specific material category. So you can find inside the pack a classic technique one, which is what we have open inside here, architecture, environment, cushion and textile, diamond, glasses, displacement and design, fluids and food, fur and carpet, nature, product, and that's all. Here you will get a nice PDF which will show you, this is a short explanation of everything, and here this PDF will show you everything about the features of all these shader balls. For example, this is a shader ball which can let you see all the material, let's say over all the surface of the shader ball. It's not limiting to only the sides and the center. There is some logo like so many others and so on. So it can let you see the reflectivity of the lights. You can see really good the Fresnel effect, and you have at your disposition here many kind of surfaces. Spherical one, a convex one, concave one, cylindrical one, flat one, and a test for some rounded edges. For that I'm quite sorry because it doesn't work some rounded edges over 1 millimeter, I suppose. I don't know why I have to study more that in the future. Then we go back. If we push the render button, the first material we have here is the white ceramic one, and if we go here, there is a library. You can see here there are many categories of material. There is a default scene material, so it's better to don't touch these ones. Here there are lights, and you must, let's say, do something only here in test material and in library. So from the library you have those material coming with the pack. You can use what you want, and we can try, for example, some tiles. So we will drag this one here in test material category, but let's keep in mind to press Ctrl at the same time, so we can copy the material without moving it. Then the best thing will be to drag it again over this one, pressing Alt. It means that it will be overwritten. Done. You see? So all the surfaces and the solids which have this material will change automatically. You don't have to assign this material manually to all those solids and surfaces. So if we go here in the library and we choose some glass, for example, you will notice something. Under the surface here there is something technique. It's made by some steps which allows you to see through the material in let's say a range of 2.5 millimeters steps. What is the behavior of your material under the surface? So you will understand through this technique how much you can see through the material. If it is a normal glass, you can see everything. But if we try to put here some, for example, frozen glass, and copy it, then I overwrite, you will notice here that you can see till around 10 millimeters, not more maybe, it will be already blurred. Okay, so let's stop here. Let's go to the PDF. Here you can find already rendered picture. Yeah, that's it. So as you can see here, you can see really sharp 1, 2 already starts be blurred. 3, 4, 5 and 7.5 is almost already not visible, and it continues up to 10, 12.5 and 15 into the center. Here you can see even like a rainbow inside it. It's a ring which is meant to be explaining the behavior of the color shifting behind the surface of your new material. So for example, if you have some juice like this one, yeah, you can see that color are going to change a bit, of course, because of the orange color. So you can even study the behavior of colors behind your new material. We can have a look better here. Yeah, so you can see. Okay, so these steps are going to help you to understand the behavior of medium materials like absorption and subsurface scattering, and even with rough glasses. Now let's cross to the cameras. Let's have a look to cameras. I will change at first the material. I will put here something lighter to render, because I'm render with one GTX 760, the other one is already busy for recording. So let's render again. So here there are many cameras. The first one is the default one, which is my favorite one. Then there is a second option. You can choose this one if you want. Is effective like the other one. After this, you have detail cameras. What does it mean? Through these cameras, you can look closer at some parts of this shader ball. This one, for example, will be perfect for saving the pictures you make with your new glass materials or absorption or subsurface scattering ones. Another detail camera, maybe you can use this one for rubbers, for wood, for plastics, what you want. Here you have another detail. It's quite slow. I will try to change it with another material. Okay, it should be better. And for example, here you have another camera, and this is for rounded edges. You can see here the rounded edges working on this solid. Unfortunately, just still 1 millimeter. And another camera here, another one, and last one. So you can make your personal library choosing even the camera for plastics, rubber, woods, whatever. And then there is another camera for working in this scene. It means that you can go around in total freedom. The other ones are blocked. And what you can see here is simulating an umbrella. Here there is an area light, common one, just rounded edges. And nothing, that's all for lighting. Environment is made by two skies. First sky is only a black one, and this one is a primary one, so it's acting for GI and backplate. And here there is a second sky which is acting only as visible environment, so for reflections and refractions. So please do not touch all of these things, because has been studied for a long time, everything. So I don't think you can get much better than this. And here we see there is everything about the modeling of this scene. So please don't touch even this one. I put the signal, should be quite clear. Now we can cross to other scenes, or maybe I can explain one last thing here. There is another camera. This is really important. There is another camera called neutral camera for true colors. It means that when you will render, if you render with the default one, you can see here it's acting a LUT file. It's some standard LUT file from Octane. I chose it. It's Agfa Chrome RSX2 200CD, but it means that colors are changed from neutral colors. It means that it's our camera is responding exactly like an existing camera called in this way. So if you switch to the neutral camera, here you will see the true colors of this scene. This might be helpful if you don't want to, let's say, affect your materials with a lot, which you can put only at the end of your renders. Okay, so that's all for this first one. Let's cross to another one. Let's try architecture and environment. Here you can try everything about terrains or something with displacement. You can try even water. It's meant for exteriors and architecture, let's say. Oh, let me close before this one. Let's cross to another one. No, sorry, it's the wrong one. Cushion textile. So here we can see there is another shader ball, and this one is made exactly for upholsteries in general. So here you can see what happens with a cushion. Here you can see what happens with some fabric, with some textile. Oh, render failure, sorry. So I have to close everything. Open it again. Okay, here we are. So here we can test all those upholstery materials. Here everything is the same as in the other one, the other scene. You can see there are even same cameras, and you can go through them. You can have a look by yourself. So here there is a short library in which there is some velvet, some leather. You can try that. Same thing, just control, grab it here in test materials category, and then overwrite it with alt button. Just let's have a look. Yeah, is one of my favorite ones, this one. Now let's try velvet. And everything is running on a single GTX 760, as you can see. Let's try the leader. And all of these pictures which I made for the PDF are straight out of Octane. No post-production absolutely is here. Everything is thanks to the LUT file which I used and all the settings in general. So it's okay for this one. Let's cross to next scene. Diamond and glasses. You can try here your diamond materials, which are usually difficult to see with a ball or something like that. You really need a diamond to see the effect of the dispersion of the material. That's it. There are even caustics here. You can see really the behavior of everything you need about that, of course. So here, of course, there is library category, and you can find these ruby, sapphire, diamond. Let's close everything. Let's open a new one. So this is for displacement and design. What does it mean? All the things that you can need doing product visualization, in which it is even included automotive, it means. You can see here some pneumatics, or you can use it even for architecture, like with some wooden boards. We can test it here right now. We'll try it. Yeah, for example, this will be good even if you want to test some mosaics on columns with some displacement. It will be good to have it here on this surface, sorry. And you can test here even something about product design, like some grid, for example. I will do a region render to go faster. I'm interested in this region. And this is a combination of opacity and displacement and reflection, of course. Yeah? Okay. So let's cross to the next one. Here there is something for fluids. You can see. So we have here in the library chocolate, cream, red wine, white wine, some fruit juice, orange, and olive oil. Sorry. Here we can test directly the chocolate material. That's a subsurface scattering one, so it will be quite hard to render for me with a single GTX 760. If many of you guys will buy it, I will assure you that I will buy a new graphic card, of course. So let's cross to some orange juice, for example. Curious to try this one. I didn't specifically on this scene. Yeah, it works good as in the other scene. You had this material in the first one, the one called classic technique. Yeah, looks good even here. Happy of the results. Yeah, okay. So everything is the same as in the other scenes. Cameras here, environment is here, you will not touch it, I wish. And nothing, just drag and drop materials from library to the test material category, just copy it with control and then overwrite the test material with your new material. That's it. Let's open another one. Next one is for carpets. I made this one with the air function of Cinema 4D. It's quite ABC, but it fits in my 2 GB, so you will be for sure able to render it. I have only one material here. It's a white carpet, but you can study all the, let's say, all the channels I use for this. You can study how I made this material. It's not complicated, it's not easy even, but you can just learn some tricks from here. Maybe you know more, who knows. And now let's try last one. it's for nature and product. I meant this for plants and for maybe some paper if you need to test some paper material, whatever, something thin, anyway, something with only one side surface, no solids, just thin surface. And here I have been testing my leaves. I can switch to the working camera. You can see here if you need, you can go around. Of course you can use these. Most important is that every material you are going to try it in the same lighting and environment conditions. And that's really important, because then you don't have any issue with your materials in your new scenes. So it might help you really a lot for that. Okay, so I think we finished the scenes. Yes, it was last one. So have a look to the PDF if you want to see more materials. Here there is everything is inside the files, and I render every single material, so this is what you will get inside the pack. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and let's see if I will do something else in the future. Bye.